Sure did. What's the 441 Martians? Peace, love, and all that goodness. Eat the thumbs, family. How y'all living? Everything peace? Yeah, I know it. I already know it. We got Mars on the topic today. We're gonna get a little esoteric. What's the 441 behind Mars? You know what I'm saying? You got 2 octaves to Mars, and then when we discuss most of these planets, they usually have 2 octaves. There's only Pluto and Neptune and Uranus. They don't share 2 different octaves. But Mars, we have Aries and Scorpio. Let's just get that out the way. You got the active side of physically being aware and doing things, and then you have the spiritual side of doing things and being aware of the spiritual sense. So you have the Martian tapped into Aries and Scorpio. So when I'm talking about Scorpio, I'm going to try to stay on the Martian side and not the Plutonian side, because Scorpio does rule Mars and Pluto. Pluto is more the transformative side, but we're going to just stick with the scorpionic quality that spiritually attains knowledge. Because ultimately, you do things to gain a true understanding of how to do things. You may haphazardly do things like Aries would do. Aries would crash the boards like the ram that it is. And until it gets it right, it won't quit. You know what I mean? So after 3 or 4 goes, you may have the Aries ram. It may have sharpened up its approach. It may have keen vision on the angle that it wants to come at. And now it strikes with the iron being super hot. And with all the experience, its abilities to conquer is there, because Mars is the god of war, is the energy of doing, but also conflict, destroying, rebuilding. Scorpio is a little bit of that energy. You got to destroy before you can rebuild. Destroying is scorpionic quality. That's that octave. And rebuilding is the Martian quality. The Aries quality within the Martian. So as you see, there's 2 different sides to the Martian. So the discovery of self is very important in Martian land. I have a good theory to say that a lot of us melanated beings, aboriginal beings that come here to Earth, we're Martians. And we come here to experience the world, experience this 3D styled setup so that we can learn and be provided with new intel. Okay, so Aries has the ability to physically handle things with the strength and the muscle and the capabilities of such. But Scorpio has the spiritual capabilities to handle the strength of going past the gate and getting deeper into the abyss and pulling out the unseen truth. Because water signs, they have the ability to tap into what's kind of unseen or other realms. So where is your Aries constellation? Where is your Scorpio constellation in your chart? What is going on in the 1st house of your chart? And what is going on in the 8th house of your chart? Those are a few indications that can show you how your Martian works. In your 1st house, that is your self-awareness phase or a stage, and the ability to become known from within. So you have to start knowing yourself from within. That's going to involve you physically doing things, because you physically learn. You are bringing awareness to the inner self. And that scorpionic ability is digging past the physical doing of things, and it is consciously bringing awareness as to how, why, and when, where, and what, all the whats, all the W's, so that you can acquiesce, a higher intellect. Martian status, spiritual warrior status. Aries is the ram, and the ram is the sheep. The sheep is the baby Jesus in the Bible. And the baby Jesus in the Bible is next to his mother Mary, and it understands because it's right next to Mother Mary. Aries sits next to Pisces in the astral chart, and the first is Aries, the last is Pisces. The elder is Pisces. So being right next to the Piscean energy, Aries is able to spiritually understand things. You know how kids kind of know things without knowing it. Some kids just get up and start walking. Some kids just start talking. You know, children just automatically eat. The innate qualities. That's the Martian quality. So in essence, you're just here toning up your Martian qualities. You're always improving, upgrading the abilities to do better and spiritually ascend into deeper depths. So risk takers, truth seekers, those type of individuals, those are the Martian heavy charts. Those have natal placements with a lot of Aries and Scorpio energy, maybe even both. But those Martians are here to structure the ascension. Now, there's different signs that actually carry out these operations, but to structure it, the Martian is here to do so because Mars builds. They're actually the master builder. Mars does things. So what we're going to do when we build a house, we're going to call the Martian. The Martian's going to talk to Mercury. Mercury is going to give you a little intel on the backstory of maybe the specs of where we're building it, the things that we may need to build it. But Mars is going to actually get the thing done. They're going to physically begin to do the structuring of the house that the people live inside, and the people are simply guided through boundaries based on the way that the house was built, right? So Martians are master builders. Do you want to know if you're a master builder? Check your chart, check your numerology. Do you have master numbers in your numerology? 11, 22, 33. Well, 33 is, maybe you can have soul urges, but not birthday numbers. But those typical things will show you your strengths as far as your Martian qualities, your abilities to be out of this world, to put together such a boundary that, you know, an entire community can exist within. That's the Martian quality, and that's what Mars does in the chart and here on this 3D plane. Peace, love, and light, family.